Can I get the next? Oh, I have to do it. I was being fixed here. While we're setting this up, what I'm going to do now is to focus on one domain as an example of the applications of mindset. Oops. Could we go back one to the, there we go. Okay. I wanted to show you this picture. Does anyone recognize this girl? She's one of the very, very few prodigies that's, no, it's a good choice because Midori is one of the other, Sarah Chang. Sarah Chang is one of very few prodigies that emerged, was a child prodigy, very successful, and is still fabulously successful as an adult. Usually I like to put a contrasting picture of her now on one of her albums. She's photoshopped. She's gorgeous, but she's photoshopped, and it really, I like to talk about some of the instruction and the skills that people get in performance areas on how to present themselves. And so this was a perfect outfit for a 6-year-old to be on the stage, because a 6-year-old playing this unbelievable music is astonishing. But that doesn't work. If she wore this when she was in her 20s, it would look pretty ridiculous. So she's got this beautiful, sexy outfit on, and glamorous hair, etc. And the performance area, particularly I look at classical music, is a wonderful petri dish for looking at the role of psychosocial skills, because there are so many talented people out there, and so many people who are, have worked really hard, and the psychological components of a person's profile are really what makes the difference in whether they're successful or not. So the whole mindsets approach just was a godsend to me when I was doing this work, because I finally started to understand why some of these people that I was studying at music conservatories were in fact being successful. The questions I'd like to leave you with are, thinking about which psychosocial variables add value to the development of elite talent in performance and academic domains. I'm going to talk about performance domains just very briefly, give you a taste of this, and I'd like you to think about whether they would work or not in academic domains. And I do want to say it's interesting to me that we're comfortable saying elite talent when we're talking about performers, but the word elite, when we're talking about academics, turns stomachs. So that's something to think about also. How can environments that prepare elite performers integrate psychosocial skills into their curriculum? Because in the music conservatory, at least in recent years, psychosocial skills are taught explicitly. At Juilliard, for example, every instrument has a class called Reality 101, where every year it's taught by agents or coaches, and people get advice on how to be successful, how to carry themselves. As a result of this work in conservatory, my colleague Linda Jarvin and I developed a model, a talent development model called Scholarly Productivity or Artistry Model of Talent Development. And we chose the word artistry, scholarly productivity, because we were hoping we'd be able to generalize eventually to academics, and artistry because the ultimate compliment you can give to a musician is to call him or her an artist. And so it's a developmental process moving from ability to competency, competency to expertise, and then beyond expertise to scholarly productivity and artistry, which means we're a place where you're contributing to the field. So whatever it is, your unique expression is notable and makes the music world that much richer. And at each transition, psychosocial skills play a central role. Some of those skills remain the same throughout the developmental process, and some of them change over time in terms of their importance. And I just want to give you a taste of some of this. The three constants are domain-specific ability, and in this case, we call that musicality in the music world. This was the one variable that all of the teachers that we interviewed at 3 elite conservatories said was not really teachable. You could become more musical, but if you didn't have a basic amount of musicality,